First fan of the night,
First fan of the night.
and also last fan of the night.
And last fan of the night, too. This is actually mine that I found at Restore. This is actually Waukesha Restore find. This is another one that Restore doesn't always turn this kind of stuff up
No.
at. So,
This is, well, when you're done, I'll tell my story, but you tell yours first.
well, I was on my way out here, and this turned up, and it was like near closing time, and I saw it, and I snagged it.
Yep. So this is an Emerson designer. This is the very last version. Decades on, that's why it's doing that.
Oh.
This is the very last version with KB-55, which was patented in 83. So either this motor predates the patent and it's from late 82, or more than likely it's from 83, which was also the first year of the 1895 series. So there may have been some overlap. But this is the last version. It's got the KB-55. It's got wood blades. This is my very favorite version of the designer. I love the designer. I was just telling Pete earlier, designer would be just like a Terra to me if I hadn't found a designer so early in collecting. Like, when I was a kid, all my favorite fans were equal. Gold lines, blenders, designers, Caribbean breezes, mosses, zephyrs. Anything I thought was cool as a kid was all equal in coolness. And the ones that became more sought after were the ones that were harder to find. And one of the first fans I found was a designer. But they've never become any less cool to me. They just were easier to find at one point. And first designer I ever saw was in Dorn Hardware, and it's still there. And that was my second favorite version, which is just like this, but the regular motor, regular flywheel, and plastic blades. This version, there was two in the Monona Public Library. Those got removed, sadly. Later, they replaced them with Haikus, which is better than nothing. Monona Community Center still has two last I was there, and I did a video of those. And then one of the other Dorn Hardware locations had one of these exact versions, and I actually got that fan and pulled it out of there and replaced it with a newer fan.
I was going to ask, which were the ones, the community center ones? Was that the ones that were really wobbly?
Yes.
I think it was kind of a rounded place or something.
Yes.
I think I seen that one.
Yep, that's this exact version. And just like I was telling you earlier, these, for some reason or another, they're hard to balance completely. And I think what it is because the thin blades warp more easily, just like the plastic blades droop a little. Because those ones in the community center wobble terribly, and the ones in the library wobbled. I don't remember if the one in the Dorn... No, I know the one in the Dorn wobbled because I took that one out, and when I first moved into my condo, that was my first bedroom fan in the condo. You can probably still see it in the video. That's how much I liked it. I put it in my bedroom. And it definitely wobbled. But it was a good air mover. KB-55, this should be a standard Emerson performance. It'll have a slightly low high, but still have a good air mover. Should have a beautiful low, and probably won't be the best in the solid state. So let's see if it lives up to the hype.
Okay.
Here's low. Jinx. 0.18.
Yep.
9 watts, so it's going to have a low power factor. Yep. It's going to be a capacitor-based speed, I bet.
Okay. Well, let's see.
You going to try to attack it?
Yeah.
We need to put a reflective white surface on the ceiling here, or even a Rick tile, and we'd have a much easier time with it. But Pete's getting pretty good at the tack.
Okay.
So maybe he'll get something.
Okay, 190 divided by 4.
So that's going to be 45. That seems about right.
Yep. Kind of went all over the place.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're really getting good at it. You're probably better at it than me now.
Okay, this is medium.
0.39, 38, dropped a little. 45 watts, so we're going to be a higher power factor now. Oh yeah, power factor of 1.
Already.
So I'm guessing this is just like any other Emerson motor, where it's got a capacitor low and a coil medium and high.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I did to my blender.
Yep.
I did exactly that to make a third speed.
Yep.
Okay, so then here comes high.
I think you should put it on high. You don't want to attack medium?
Oh.
Up to you. You can always take it back to medium and do it, or just leave it here.
Leave it here for now.
Okay. 0.62 on high. 71 watts, so it's going to have a power factor of 1.
It's like 565. I'm getting Yeah, 565
So
divided by 4.
so that's let's see, 600 divided by 4 would be. Oh, you got a calculator there?
Yeah.
Okay, just do it because I'm tired. Seems low, but these do tend to be a little slow. This is high on that medium.
Yeah, this is high.
Yeah, like I said, these are not.
563.
Yep, that's right then. What is that? That's
4. That's like one. It's like 140.
Wow. Okay. Doesn't look like 140.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the capacitor's drifted too. It's always something we could check, but. I mean, if it had, it doesn't look super slow for one of these. These are not like super fast. These are not fans that go on speed. These are fans that, yeah, no, I think that's right. It's just, I think it's just a little sluggish. Like I said, we can always try, if we're going to hang it somewhere, we can always try a capacitor swap, but I think there's a good chance that this is just what it does. These are, the 1895s ended up being a little better performers with the same motor because they had shorter blades on the same motor because the arms were longer.
Okay,
but
that might explain something.
Yeah, but the early 1895s actually that had the long blades and the long arms are really sluggish on high, and in fact we could look at that recent video I did to see how that does. Okay.
Here's spin down.
Do you want to do reverse?
Sure. Well, sure, we'll do reverse.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if the capacitor for these...
What was the current draw on high?
0.62.
0.62.
Yep. That's a little low, too. So maybe... I don't know if you have any plans to hang this. This is one that I'd love to see in the enclosure, but there's so many that I'd love to see in the enclosure.
Right, exactly.
That I don't know that there's any, immediate chance of that. But I would say before you hang it, let's check the capacitor.
I mean...
and especially...
The only way I'd hang this, if I put... a different 36-inch where that designer is.
Oh, no, I would never do that because that's the perfect hardware store 36.
I know it is, exactly.
But like the Dorn True Value that I pulled one of these identical out of also had one of those identical 36s.
Okay.
And those were the two fans in back, and then you went further back and it had two Emerson Le fans. The little 3-blade things that I love. And then in the front, over the checkout counter, it had a
Not blender fan.
No, the Lefan, Lefan, little 3-blade with the spinner motor, kind of like a Weatherite Dayton cast motor.
Oh, like that little thing.
Yes.
That Sears thing. I know those were sold by Sears.
They were sold by Sears, but when Emerson sold them separate from Sears, they called them the Lefan.
Okay.
Like French for fan.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, they're one of my all-time favorites, actually. Very high. Maybe even higher than one of these, although, again, we're comparing $100 and, $101. Yeah, these are known for having great lows.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that the low is normal is why I didn't is another reason I didn't assume anything was wrong.
Yeah.
But again, I think the capacitor might be in the switch housing with these, so, it'd be an easy thing to check before we hung it anywhere.
Sure.
And, actually, you know what I'm thinking? I've been thinking about other pairs of fans to try in my bedroom. A pair of these wouldn't be that bad. 'Cause remember, I had a single one of these in my bedroom in the old condo.
Okay.
And the new in the current place. Because I did the pair of iFans and I did the pair of Lascos. And now you can tack medium this time.
Yeah, suppose. It's like 420.
Okay, so it's a little like 105.
Yeah. Yep. And high.
It's exactly the same.
Yep. Coil tap for, or two separate coils for medium and high, and a capacitor for creating low.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna put it back.
Where do you think it's gonna start?
Oh, I think it'll start on 2.
Okay, I'll say 3.
All right. All right, decade box. 1, 2.
Metal Pete wins. One thing I'll say about this one, this
Yeah.
has meticulous bearings. This whole thing is in super clean shape.
Yeah.
The blades are a little sun faded, but otherwise, this is like straight out of the box. I don't think I've ever seen one so clean.
Okay. I just couldn't believe I found this thing there.
Oh yeah, I would have been just as happy as you, if not happier, if I found it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I figured. Here's 3.
Yeah.
Four.
1895s are cool.
Yep.
And the like K55 ones with the oval vents are cool. But of the K55 plastic Emersons, and I guess I don't know why I included 1895s in that, but like, yeah, these are I probably even I like these more than ornate Casablanca classics. I'd say if I had to rank K55 Emersons besides blenders, I'd say plain Casablanca classics, these, then ornate Casablanca classics, then maybe ornate 1895s, then maybe the round vent things, then plain 1895s. And I like 1895s. I mean, I like all the things. I like Emerson. I don't think Emerson made anything I don't like.
So 5 would definitely be a perfect low.
5 maybe what the low is. Well, no, because it's on the low coil, so it might be different. But that is the right low for this. Absolutely.
Well, this is on the high speed coil.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Huh.
Lamp's been on the whole time.
Oh.
Yep. Turn it to high again. Let's see if that makes a big difference.
Okay.
Yeah, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. No wonder. Because I was thinking, like, I don't remember it being...
I'm going to tack it again.
Yes, you should.
And this time I'm getting 622, or actually 630.
Okay, so that is about 157, 160. So we're a little closer. Yeah, this definitely... I no longer think there's a chance the capacitor is bad. That seems perfectly normal.
Yeah.
But I suspect the lower speeds would be about the same.
Yep. All right, let's see just to quickly go. 1, 2.
Pete still wins.
Yeah. 3, 4. So between 4 and 5, let's see which is a better low.
Vote in the comments if you think it's okay for us to have this hanging in the enclosure and the small designer. And if we get how many votes, then Pete will be convinced. How many votes, Pete?
Ooh, I don't know. Here.
Pete said infinity votes. Pete said infinity +1.
Okay, well here's 5.
Remember when we were kids? When you were kids, did you just always, like, when you learned a new number, Google infinity, Googleplex infinity? You just kept, like, trying to figure out how to way to make it bigger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can always tell when I haven't had any sleep.
This is 5. This is a perfect
Oh,
low.
I forgot to start out the video. Welcome to patreon.com/dspiffy for behind the scenes content. Brought to you by our sponsors. We'll talk about the sponsors at the end of the video.
Yep. 6, 7, 8. Okay, this would make for a medium low on a 4-speed.
Not bad.
Yeah. When you just want it to start moving air.
Yep.
9, 10. 10, I look at this as like hardware store speed.
Yeah. Usually hardware stores had them on medium.
I noticed.
Sometimes low, but usually medium, never high.
Yeah. I noticed that. Here's 11. What's it drawing at 11?
Oh, 0.37. We're quite a ways
Here's
from high.
12. And 13. Okay, so a 5, 8, and 13 would work on this one. 14, 15, 16. Am I getting?
Nope.
17, 18, 19, and 20.
Still a ways away.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
21. Just going to go up 23,
I'll let you know when you're close.
27, 30.
I'm starting to think you won't go over. You said 40. I don't think we're going to go over.
Okay. Let's.
Still way under.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Maxed it out.
No resonant frequency.
10, 20, yep. Okay.
Well, so, your metalness, how do you think this is going to do on the solid state?
I'm gonna say what I know most 1895s are. Noisy.
I'm going to say living room quiet. And if it is quieter than either of those, it will be a miracle.
It would.
Because the ones at the community center are on solid states, and they're noisy as shit. Ooh.
Just as I called it.
Is that high end of living room, or is that straight out noisy?
I think that's...
It's pretty bad.
It's noisy.
Do me a favor. Is that the noisiest setting right there?
Yep.
Put it on the noisiest setting and turn the light on. Well, that's an LED, never mind. Sometimes an incandescent bulb will, like, absorb some of the noise.
Oh, no.
But yeah, no. I will say I've heard worse. That's why I said maybe this one's high end of living room. But I have definitely heard worse. But I have also heard better. So...
Yes.
Okay, well, all we have left is 0 to high. We know how this is going to do on the Rick test.
Yes.
We could still do a Rick test with the light,
yeah.
but we know it's going to do well on the Rick test because
Okay.
I know Rick loves these as much as I do, and I think you like them too, just as much.
Oh,
as,
yeah.
I think this all three because it's from the Blender family, so how can we not like it?
Right. Yes. Okay, 0 to
Well, how
high.
inrush do you think it's going to do?
I think a small inrush.
Okay, I'll say big, I guess. Small got it, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's going to drop to 6.8. Yep. Small got it.
Okay.
So let's do a Rick test. Turn the light on.
Yes. Well, oh yeah. I'm going to set it to low.
Yep.
And a better idea.
Oh, yeah. Easier to do that now because of something that'll be revealed.
Yes.
Well, Rick's not here. We could ask the sheep.
Yeah, Rick or sheep.
Rick or sheep. So I'm gonna go with that's gonna be what's the top of the Rick scale? Avocado appliance.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, only reason this isn't top of the Dan scale is because I actually prefer these without a light.
Oh.
I don't like plastic Emersons with lights. I just think putting a something that has to be supported on plastic is just not my jam. Plastic Emersons should not have lights. Metal Emersons are fine with lights. That's just a personal thing of mine. But the fan itself is top of the Dan scale. You know.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, if I hadn't found these earlier in life, designers would be up there with Terras and Island fans because it was one of the like consequential fans of my childhood. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the designer at Doran Hardware was the first fan I ever saw. So, okay, well, that's it.
That is it.
All we have to do now is thank our sponsors. Pete, tell them about our sponsors.
Sponsors are FanStick.
FanStick, and how can they support FanStick?
Buy FanStick.
Where do you go to buy FanStick?
Fanstick.com, fanstick.biz.
I think it's buyfanstick.com
Buy FanStick.
and fanstick.biz, lightstick.com or .biz. I don't remember. We gotta look it up.
Lightstick.
Yeah. What other sponsors do we have?
Taco Burrito.
Taco Burrito Mexico,
which
where
I
you
haven't been there yet.
I'll take you there. We'll find an excuse to go up to Green Bay. For those who don't know, it's just a restaurant with a funny name that has amused many fan collectors. It's Taco Burrito Mexico. It's where you go when you want your tacos, your burritos, or your Mexicos. What are our other sponsors, Pete?
Oh yes. Oh, The Good Manufacturing.
Good Manufacturing Company, for when excellence is too much. What are some products made by the Good Manufacturing Company?
Bulbs.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the real Good Manufacturing Company. No, the fake Good Manufacturing Company makes a board game called Ricker Sheep.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and they also make they also have a subsidiary called 81220 LLC, where our slogan is crunch, 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 crunch. And go to patreon.com/dspiffy for a slightly more serious sponsorship. And lastly, what can they do to continue supporting our content? Buy Fanstick. Thanks for watching.
Yes.